Hey guys, Shawn Buige here, surplusfundsriches.net. This is going to be a comparison video of our program versus other programs that are available and why we blow everybody else away. First of all, guys, it's $497 for the complete course. That teaches you how to do it completely on your own, mortgage and tax overages. And it also has a built-in partnership option. There's no upsell for that. Now, the reason we can do this, offer it cheaper and provide incredible support, live question and answer webinars, the complete step-by-step PDF, a resources page where you actually have access to our complete worked files list, our active files list. All of that is possible because we partner. You're free to work this solo if you'd like. We'll still provide full support, but we will partner with you and you can let us do the heavy lifting. So we have a vested interest in making you successful, and we only need to charge enough to defray the cost of starting you. So how powerful is that, or our system? Over 10 years experience, right at about 15, millions recovered, millions of dollars in flip property in addition. We've been doing that as well. We have a full-time crew. We mail, call, negotiate, hire the notary and the attorney. We always use attorneys. We didn't just buy or repackage someone else's system. We built this from the ground up. What that means to you is we use attorneys, so the finder laws and the caps do not apply, and it's legal everywhere. Of course, that gives us higher conversion, right? Because we have credibility. In addition, we use a structured buyout. Now, that actually gives claimants a portion of the retrieval up front. It locks the deal down. We have a higher conversion, and there's no finder caps that we have to deal with. There's no fluff, no sound good, useless methods like VAs. My opinion, that's useless. That's just something to try to make people feel good about spending $1,500 to $2,000 instead of $497. The support and accessibility, my cell phone is on 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for pre-purchase questions, Monday through Friday at 704-791-9398. We also have email support built in. That's Jeff. He also handles the underwriting of the file, so he takes you step by step through the process. And live question and answer webinars, usually twice a month. We're honest about the work that needs to be done. You do need to research debt, because if there was a creditor in place prior to the auction, that creditor has a priority claim. I know these other guys aren't telling you that, but if you've worked other programs and failed, didn't get a lot of return calls, people didn't believe you, or they said, no, we can't get the money, it's because they didn't have your researching debt, and they should have. We have synergistic courses, so we also do pre-auction flips. We partner with that. We have alternative surplus methods as well. The zombie business reviver and the hybrid system work well. Here's a bottom. Go to surplusfundsriches.net, click on products, okay? You'll be asked to put your name, phone number, and email in there. And you can, guys, you can get out whenever you want. We're not hitting you all the times with ads and all that. But that'll drop you on the products page, and there's an insider's guide on there that goes over all of our systems and even tells you step by step how we retrieve overages. Okay, we're very honest and upfront about this stuff. The structured buyout method is what we use, and we always use attorneys. That's a huge game changer in this business. We have a much higher claimant conversion. The claimant gets a portion of the funds that they're due up front from me. I give them 10% of the gross amount being held by the court up front as earnest money, good faith money. They get to keep that if we're unsuccessful in getting it out. And of course, we pay them quite a bit more on the back end. But having that structured buyout is huge. Having attorneys is huge because it gives us credibility. The attorney gets it out in the claimant name and then uses their trust account to break out the checks. We have high claimant belief because we're using the attorneys, and they sign a power of attorney to the attorney. By the way, that also eliminates anybody going around you, okay? There's no issues also with cashing checks. It's claimed in the claimant's name. The attorney breaks it out. There's no finder caps with us. We're participating in the retrieval, so we're not just simple finders, and we don't fall under finder laws. And there's no uncashable checks because it's cut right out of the attorney's trust account. We have 2 partnership programs. I encourage you to go to the site and check those out, the National Surplus or the Premier 16. Either of them gives you a partnership option. One of them, all you have to do is you go get a list. That's easy to do. We teach you how, and research the debt, fill out a worksheet with that, provide some supporting documents, and turn it in. We find the people, call them, mail them, put the deal together, hire the mobile notary and the attorney, and pay you on that program 8% of the gross amount being held by the court when we get it out of the court. It's a set amount, so that way you guys know what to expect and we're not throwing in some baloney costs. Premier 16, we pay 16%, but obviously higher payout, more work. In addition to researching debt, you have to find the people and have a warm conversation to make sure you got the right person and they're willing to speak with us. All the time I get asked, because we have a lot of available programs I know and bundle deals, what's the best thing to buy? Simply put, the bundles are designed to give you the best possible per course cost. So if you can afford the diamond bundle, jump on it. If you're serious about multiple options and maximizing your income, the best of the best, the gold bundle, the diamond bundle, give you a ton of options and partnership options. If you're budget conscious, the National Surplus or the Premier 16s program run $497 and provide a great profit platform. Most people at least buy these two programs together. That's called the Surplus Pro Pack. So they can try to work it as a Premier 16. Don't send the file in. But if they can't reach them, turn it in as a National Surplus as on the 8% and let us do the skip tracing, let it be our problem. That's how people have gamed the system on us. For add-on programs, the Zombie Business Reviver and Hybrid are excellent choices. Real quick, I'm going to show you guys the difference in the programs broken down in a table. All right, guys, so this is a breakdown of our program versus others. Obviously, I think there's a couple of guys out there, new guys that haven't been around very long, that I have no real knowledge about. And by the way, I've never purchased any of these programs. This is June of 2022. I'm going by what I could find online or what people that bought from me told me. Now, keep in mind that 30% of my buyers started, my course guys, my members, started with somebody else before coming to me. That tells me a lot. It tells me that they're still searching for a way to make it work, but they ran into issues with the existing program that they had. My name's Shawn Buige. My phone number's right here. You can call me 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just with pre-purchase questions, guys. The post-purchase questions are handled by Jeff in an email support system or on our live webinars. But we charge $497. That's just enough to defray the cost of us starting you up as a partner, basically. Nick Fullmer, that's overage syndicate. I believe it's surplus funds profit formula, whatever. That's about $2,000, 1997. Bob Diamond, tax sale blueprint, I think it is, $1497. Spencer Vann, I think it's surplus funds mastery, $1997. This is according to what I can see online, guys. As far as experience, we're going on 15 years right now. Plus, we've got 25 years under our belt in real estate flips. We really know the market and the ins and outs. I believe Nick's been in for 5 years. It may be longer. Time's flying here. Bob's maybe 7 for Nick. 7, 10 for Bob. He bought the Hooked on Overages course, I believe, from Rick Dawson. I'm pretty sure that's how that went down. And then Spencer, I believe his partner David got involved in the business. I don't know how long they've been in it. I'm going to guess 4 years, maybe longer. And you guys go ahead and take me to task over that. As far as actively recovering funds, guys, we're doing it all the time. Plus, we're using the system that we use is a structured buyout, and we always use attorneys. That gives us credibility, and we're converting a lot more than anybody else. Nick, you got to register state by state. It's my understanding. He uses he tells people to use an LLC or a form of a corporation. You don't need to do that, guys, if you're going to partner with us. And I don't believe he does a buyout. As far as Diamond, I think you can partner with him on additional. Oh, by the way, Nick, well, I'll get into that. You can partner with Bob, I believe, at an additional cost. And I think that's where the most deals that he does come from. I'm guessing, not being derogatory at all. Does say, I believe, you need to register state by state. LLC is needed or some form of a corporation, and I don't believe they use a buyout. Pretty much the same deal with Spencer. You got to register LLC or corporation, no buyout. And I believe his partner, David, is active. As far as partnership being included, yes, it is included with ours at no additional cost. We'll give you 2 different options for that. Check the page, surplusfundsriches.net, click on products. and scroll through that, especially at the bottom, to check out what we have. I believe Nick now offers a JV or joint venture option. I have no idea what that entails or if it's a set way of doing it or not. For a large upsale, Bob does that, and I'm not sure about Spencer if they do anything like that. Maybe. As far as, and by the way, we don't use VAs, guys. That's kind of silly. I just don't think that works. I've gotten too many calls on my phone from somebody that I immediately know they're a telemarketer. As far as accessibility support, you can call me with pre-purchase questions on my cell phone direct, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday at 704-791-9398. We also provide email support. Jeff's phenomenal at getting back with that. It's not just somebody reading off a card or answering, using canned responses. There's live question and answer webinars. I believe email support and webinar for Nick. I believe Bob has email support. I don't know if he does webinars. I think that Spencer does email support and webinars. As far as synergetic courses, guys, I know that Bob sells other people's stuff, but we have our own programs we've created over the years with pre-purchase stuff or pre-foreclosure stuff. So working stuff that's coming up to foreclosure. I don't know what Nick has or what Spencer has, but that's a really good basic overview of what we do differently. Been around a long time, guys. Got a great crew, and we'd love to have you on board.